Let me hear that.
You know what it is. It's 5-6 Phil, HB, producer, rapper, engineer, marketer, all that other good stuff.
What's going on, y'all? This is MacioTheGod with our first HBFMG official interview. I'm sitting here today with 5-6 Phil. What's going on, Phil? What's happening with you?
What's poppin'? What's going on, though?
All right, I'm finna ask you a few questions. You mind, nigga?
Oh man, go ahead.
All right. First off, what made you first want to start rapping?
Well, it wasn't kind of like I wanted to start rapping. It was my uncle, because we moved off of 77 in St. Clair, and we moved over here on Lakeshore because of circumstances that I was going through over at 77 in St. Clair. But we moved over on Lakeshore. My uncle and my father decided to get a computer, and them old white box motherfucking computers. I was back in like the 99 and shit like that. And he had got a computer, and one day I walked up to my uncle while he was playing a Bone Thugs and Harmony beat, and he asked me to rap off of it, and I was just rapping about cereal and cartoons and shit like that. And he was like, "Well, you doing kind of good, but you just ain't good enough." And I just felt kind of bad about it, so I just kept rapping in my head. And one day, I think I was about like 11 or 12, my friends, they was making a mixtape, and I had said it was shitty. I thought it was a bad mixtape, and they was like, "Well, if you think that is better than what the fuck we make it, then rap then." I'm like, "Oh, well, okay." So I rapped to them, and they was fucking dumbfounded. They liked the way I rapped, and ever since then I just kept rapping. And I knew it had to be something, because one day I was at my friend's house, we was smoking weed and shit in his garage. And before I left, because I had to go to school in the morning, he was like, "Hey man, rap a verse for me." So I'm like, "All right, I'll rap a verse for you." And I rapped a verse for him, and he was like, "Yeah, that's it." And I was walking away, and I'm like, "Damn, this must really mean something. It must be something," because I ain't think the nigga was gonna ask me to rap. But ever since then, I kept doing it.
Okay. So around what age was that again?
12 or 11.
Okay, so you've been doing this, huh?
Yeah, I've been rapping for a little bit.
Okay. Around what age did you start taking it seriously?
When I got out of high school, I was about like 18, 19.
Okay.
I could have went to college for basketball, because I was doing pretty good in basketball. I was like the defensive player of the year for like 2 years straight. And I had some offers, but I just really didn't feel like basketball was it. And one day I had $80, like $89 or something like that, and I had a choice to buy a mic or buy some shoes, and I just bought a mic. And ever since then, it just was history. I just made songs after that.
Okay, I see. So I'm seeing your studio equipment and all that and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? I see you got personally made beat in the background. When did you start producing, though? Like, when did you start engineering?
That's a funny story. Okay, I'm gonna start from the beginning, just so y'all can get a full understanding of what happened. Okay, I was 13. No, I was 13 or 12, and it was this bully. This bully was bullying on this dude. I ain't gonna say his name, but he was bullying on this guy, and I had, I never liked bullies. I used to get bullied when I was younger, so after my mom put me in boxing and all that other good stuff, I learned how to fight. And I had seen this bully trying to take this dude's shoes, and I had walked up on him like, "Hey man, stop bullying on this nigga and shit." And I was like, "All right." The nigga was like, "All right, nigga, yada yada yada." I'm like, "Man, hell no, you gonna fight me at the school then?" So he was like, "All right." So after school come, me and the nigga got into a little altercation. We got to fighting and shit. I thought I lost, but he thought I beat him up. So
yeah, it'd be like that.
So we got suspended for 3 days or some shit like that, 3 or 5 days. And one day I was walking to school and met my friends. We had went to the school. I had to go home, of course, because I was suspended. So I was walking home, and the dude that I had got into a fight with, he was walking past my house, and I had seen him. I was walking up to him, thinking that I'm about to fight him again. The nigga was like, "No, I didn't even like that." I'm like, "Oh, all right." He was like, "What you about to do?" I'm like, "I'm about to go in the house." I'm like, "What you about to do?" He's like, "I'm about to go home and make beats." So I'm like, "What the fuck is you talking about?" The nigga had said, "You got a computer?" I'm like, "Yeah, I got a computer." He like, "I'm about to show you what I'm talking about." He let me in. I let him in my house, which is kind of like I was skeptical about, but I let him in, and he had downloaded this program called Fruity Loops, which you can see in the background. And the nigga showed me the basics, and after that, I just kept making beats, and I kind of like fell in love with it, like in a way, like it was preoccupying my time, and I just kept doing it. The shit just was fun.
Okay. Well, that leads me to my next question. I was gonna ask you, were you self-taught in most of it, or like did you have like somebody who already knew, had like a guide plan or something and showed you?
Self-taught and reading. I had started reading the manual, which is funny. Like 3 years later, I never read the manual, but it had a help instruction inside of the program, and ever since then I just read the instructions and I started using it. Started using roast beef, auto gun, the filters and stuff. Learning how to use the mixer board, and I just ran from there.
All right. My next question is, I know that everybody in your circle didn't always agree with the decision you made to do this and take it seriously, and I know once like they seen you taking serious steps forward within this industry, you know what I'm saying, that they voiced their opinions and had disagreements and whatnot. How did you take that? How did you stay motivated and move forward through that?
How did I stay motivated to move through that? I ain't gonna lie, man, that's a stressful ass time for me. I can remember back when I was fucking working at Home Depot. Even further than that though, like I just remember a lot of people fucking telling me like I'm tripping. You know, this music shit is like, they made it seem like it was like some type of science fiction fucking movie or something. You know what I'm saying? Like the shit not possible. But I already had, you know, you already watched the famous movie. The shit is possible. You know what I'm saying? That's the way I looked at it. So I had always had like a self drive, and then I had motivated myself. Like I watched videos to keep me motivated. Like I'm a very motivated person. You know what I'm saying? Like I always looked at it like there's no way I can fail unless I quit. That's the way I always look at it. So for anybody that's gonna do this shit, man, just know you're gonna have somebody, you're gonna have your family members, you're gonna have people that you close to, you're gonna have people that don't give a fuck about you, just gonna talk about you and say something about what you do. But the only thing that you can do is just go ahead and just keep pursuing what you're doing, because you're gonna have people that's gonna doubt you in the way of this shit. And then there's gonna be people that got a guilty conscience about their own dreams, you know what I'm saying? And then they'll try to put that shit on you like you know what I'm saying, like
I know what you're saying, right?
Yeah,
you know
like
they don't believe they can do it.
If since they don't believe, they want to put that shit on you. But man, I honestly ain't even give a fuck. Like I had said a verse. What I had said, even the people that don't like me don't support my shit. So it's fuck them, hell if I care, they can suck my dick. I really like that's exactly the way I look at it. Like if it's between you with it or you not with it. Because the way I go to sleep and I dream about this shit every single fucking night. You know what I'm saying? I dream about this shit. I dream about my fortune. I already think that I'm rich. I just gotta go out and get it. You know what I'm saying? That's the way I look at it. And I got a great team behind me, so I don't have to second guess what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing, and I work towards my shit, and I work hard. I work hard as fuck actually. You know what I'm saying? I stay up nights to try to get shit done. And then if I don't get shit done, I got a team that's gonna come to me like, bro, did you do this? Did you do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, okay. I don't got no worry about that shit.
That leads me to my next question. Okay, who is some of your team? Like who are some of your supporters? Who like if it really go down, who the fuck gonna be in your corner?
Well, we're gonna start off with you, Mace. Mace is like my big brother. I'm sure a lot of people don't know who Mace is, but Mace is like my big brother, man. Mace is the type of dude, he only want to see you succeed. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the type of person that Mace is.
I don't want nobody to know who I am.
Don't worry about that. Rob is like the type of nigga that's gonna challenge you. Rob is the type of nigga that's gonna be like, I'm gonna put it to you like this. Rob is probably the nigga that writes the most shit that I ever seen in my fucking life. The nigga is very fucking consistent. And if you can't keep up, bro, just get out that nigga way. That's the way that's one of the things that I like about Rob. And then when I first decided to start recording songs, nigga, Rob was literally pissed off at me because I couldn't say my verse. That's the type of nigga he is. So that's the type of nigga I got. And then I got folk Folk is the type of nigga that got lyrics. Folk is a lyricist. So when folk come, he gonna challenge you on the lyrics side. And the nigga gonna be on some shit. So you better come with some shit. Like the only time that I can remember that I even beat folk in the fucking rap is when we made Please Don't Shoot Me Down off of this Lil Wayne beat. And that was the only time that I can even fucking remember that I beat folk.
Yeah, folk do go hard though.
Folk go hard as fuck. So I don't, I got a good team behind me.
I had to come with my best shit on that with the land of. Oh
yeah,
man,
that nigga come with some shit.
He tried to murder me, bruh.
Yeah. So put it to you like this, man. If you're gonna have somebody that's gonna be on your team, man, have some motherfuckers that you can trust and have some motherfuckers that you know that's gonna go hard, man. Period.
Right.
Thinking about some other shit.
Okay, so what would be the pricing on your beats right now though? Like you said, you got exclusive ones and you got like just.
Alright, I'm gonna break it down how this works because a lot of people be really like confused about how it works. If you want to get my beat, just buy it. That has a higher price. I'm talking about like, okay, say you want to buy my beat and it's gonna still have the sample in it, like which is basically saying, this boy feel the fool, man. If you ain't never heard that, but that's like the little stamp on my beats. That'd be like $25. But if you want to get some royalty over it, you'll have to up the ante on it, and that can vary depending on what type of beat I have music.
Okay. So you got a variety of beats, like you got some soulful shit, you got some trap shit.
I make a lot of beats, man. Like I ain't gonna sit up here in front like I just make all type of beats all the time. But for the majority of the part, a lot of beats that I make is basically like stuff that I will rap off of, which I'm kind of like a soulful, I'm a soulful Logic lyricist type of guy. But for trap beats, I've been dabbling. Before, when I first had started, I was just making nothing but trap beats. It was super easy to make trap beats. And then I had gotten to I started studying it, and it got more stuff to it. So I ain't gonna act like it's just an easy layer to make the beats. So I had went back into it and started doing some studying on it. So the trap beats, I've been making them lately. So I got trap beats so far.
Okay, about how many beats you got, like in your stock?
I can't name it, man. I'm somewhere around 300.
Damn, you in the hundreds?
Yeah.
Okay. What was that Weebly again? Nigga, buy it off of?
the56field.weebly.com. Can't miss it.
Okay. All right, let's get into something personal. What was it like growing up? What inspires the music though? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because most of your, all of your music for real is based on your life. Where did it all come from? Where it started at?
Well, I'm gonna say it like this, my upbringing wasn't so bad. 77 in St. Clair, I guess it was around a big, I'm just going off of what an old person told me, but 77th in St. Clair, I guess when I was growing up over there, it was a big heroin thing going on, or some cocaine or some shit going on.
Yeah.
So I guess it was a lot of drug wars and some shit like that. So that was kind of one of the main reasons why we moved. When I had moved on Lakeshore, it was real quiet. When I first moved over here, I couldn't sleep because I wasn't used to it being so silent. It was real quiet growing up over here. So I know, but it was real silent. And then I thought that it was a suburb. So once I started getting out and started adventuring, I realized it's a lot of hidden shit where I'm at, and it's a lot of motherfuckers that's really smart. So they do a lot of shit in silence. So you really wasn't catching nothing out just in front of motherfuckers. A lot of shit that motherfuckers was doing, it was really tuck. It was a tuck project type of thing going on. You know what I'm saying? So besides that, inside my house, it was always cool. I ain't really never had no problems inside my house. You know what I'm saying? Growing up, I had nothing but sisters. So growing up, it was just basically just watching my sisters grow up. They was giving me knowledge on about, you know what I'm saying, how chicks act and shit like that. So besides that, there really wasn't nothing really major. Besides my uncles being around and my aunties and shit. Because my mother had took everybody in when I was a little nigga. And she had raised everybody. Which is still kind of the same thing right now. She's still doing a lot of shit for all my aunties and uncles. So my upbringing was pretty cool, man. Besides being in the streets and going to high school and getting into a whole bunch of fights and shit. So shit was cool.
Okay, what was that about though? Like, what you was getting in the fights over?
Well, I guess when I was in like the 7th and 8th grade, I must have made a name for myself or something, because once I got in high school, everybody knew who I was. It was like everywhere I turned, everybody knew who I was. Everybody wanted to do something to me. So I got into my first fight when I got out of basketball practice, which was weird because the only thing I was trying to do was play basketball. And the nigga that came to me, he dead now, but he had tried to fight me and shit. I got into a fight with him. My dude broke that up. We didn't really scuff all like that. And then I went to conditioning. Went to conditioning, like 3 other niggas that came over there and was like, nigga, what's up? I looked at the coach, I looked at that nigga, looked back at the coach, looked at that nigga, I'm like, hell, I'm about to go do my little tryouts and shit. And then it was even more weirder because after I had came for my tryouts, I had went to the library to wait for a ride, and like it was a whole bunch of them motherfuckers inside the library. And all the motherfuckers looking at me like I was crazy, but I was just so naive, you know what I'm saying? I didn't think that it was a problem. I'm like, oh, what's up? What's going on with y'all niggas? Because I seen them in class before. So, dapped them up and all that other good shit. Little do I know these niggas was plotting. To fight me and shit. So, got a ride, and after that, it's just a whole bunch of bridge fights. Fight after fight, and then I had to fight in school, and then I had to fight after school and shit. And then, like, niggas clicked up and tried to fight my whole squad and shit, and it just was fucking crazy. And motherfuckers was looking at me like I was like the leader of fucking Lakeship for some odd ass reason. Which I wasn't. Like, I wasn't looking for no fight. Motherfuckers just wanted to fight me because I guess I had a reputation for fighting. So that's how that shit went for high school. But then I got kicked out of that school, which was Collinwood. Then I had my mom had enrolled me into New Day Academy, and ever since then shit was just looking better. I ain't had to worry about all that gang shit. But the last time I even had an encounter is when somebody died, and then they came up to my school. They was trying to work with me and a couple other guys that I was cool with and shit, but it wasn't really nothing. It wasn't no big deal. So after that, it was cool.
You got any other business ventures you trying to veer off into besides like the music? Anything else you trying to do?
Man, I do. But I'm low-key kind of keeping it a secret. I'm gonna just say like this. I ain't gonna be a millionaire for long.
Right.
That's the best way to put it. Once I be a millionaire, it's gonna go and it's gonna start moving faster. But I got a big motherfucking, I got my eyes on the prize, man. Shit gonna come. It's between I'm gonna be rich off of, I would low-key want to tell y'all, but I don't want to tell y'all. But just know I got some shit planned.
Okay.
Team's gonna appreciate that shit.
Let me hear that.